What we're doing is we're elevating you and we're growing you in a way that you could not even imagine.
The more money they get, the more they could be in their prime. Women are not like that. When you start,
this is where the provider mentality comes in, where women use this against men.
It seems that women will ignore "this isn't ladylike" if it leads to a lot of
Woman's value that she adds to a man is something that you cannot even put a price on, baby. It is something that you cannot even look at the amount, because guess what? What we're doing is we're elevating you and we're growing you in a way that you could not even imagine. Why do you think that all the politicians are married? I built every single man up that I've ever been with, baby.
All right.
When they leave me, they're in a much better position than when they got with me, and that's a fact.
The very last man you was with, how long was that relationship?
3.5 years.
When you met him, was he a millionaire?
No.
When you left him, was he a millionaire? No. You ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of these women talk about what they could do for a man and how good they are. Y'all ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of y'all have an overinflated ego. You're not bringing nothing to the table but problems, attitude, and taint, tarnished, and zesty coochie. So check your attitude. No, check your attitude, because y'all are not all that.
Being loud and obnoxious won't make your delusions come to reality. What it will do is make you more and more lonely and isolated from the world, to the point that you will have no loved ones left to talk to.
What's the threshold for a man to earn for him to be like, you know what, good?
I don't have a threshold, but I want to be a stay-at-home, like, I don't really want kids, but wife.
You don't want kids, but you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
Yeah.
Oh, red flag. Oh, that's ridiculous. So
no, not really.
You want an allowance, you're asking me?
It's not an allowance, because I'm not a sugar baby, but it's like, look
you want a
your
wage?
Home. Okay, fine.
Then it's charity.
Yeah, charity work, fine.
You want to do charity.
So,
and how much do you feel like you need to sustain your lifestyle?
As long as I can do everything that I need to do with my hair, my nails, my beauty, whatever, buy some stuff, food, of course, to feed my man, but...
And wait, you expected me to... Do you drive?
Yeah.
You expected me to pay for your car as well?
No, I have money for my car.
So you'll pay for your car?
I can pay for my car, I can pay for what I need done, but like...
So what do you want the money for?
I'm gonna look after the household. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna look pretty. I'm gonna...
Oh, this life is confusing, you know. So my money is basically going to a cleaner.
You called it charity, right?
She wants a ticket to dreamland without any responsibilities whatsoever, and somehow no one will be surprised by it, as most modern women are filled with this freeloader mentality, and she is just one of the many millions of them out there.
We're in our prime now, getting their prime as they get older. The more money they get, the more they could be in their prime. Women are not like that. When you start looking dried up, you ran through, like, what can you do with yourself?
Be a boss.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that's not your prime. Our prime is in our 20s when we're youthful.
That's true.
Why you think old was trying to date young?
Because we
dumb. Not even just that. Our candy love trophy. It's not even just that. It's different aspects.
But you could be a trophy at 40, 35. I mean,
yeah, but come on.
For young women, because like they just more,
they're gullible, they're impressionable, they like don't have the money.
Because now that I'm older and I view like me 21, 22, I see why people want to fuck with me. I was just
yeah. I mean,
even at our age now, it's 50 that was still us because we're in our 20s.
Yeah,
like,
what are you saying?
With you for your looks too. When you're younger, you're more in your prime.
So I just came across this, and this was a first date, and this woman who has RBF right here was trying to order 10 to-go meals for her 3 kids because she didn't want to cook tomorrow, and she was on a date, and she felt like because she was on a date that the man should provide for her and her kids because the kids and her are a package deal, remember? Atlanta, first of all, is not a real place. It's not a real place. It's full of delusional people. Now, this is where the provider mentality comes in, where women use this against men. What, ain't you a provider? If you're a provider, this is nothing. What you trying to say, you broke? Yes, ma'am, I'm broke. If it means I can keep my money in my pocket and not take care of your 3 kids' meals today and tomorrow, that means I'm broke. Because I'm not going to do it. And in this case, I'm happy for him because he sure left her there and didn't do it. This man was listening to the order, and I'm going to leave the video in the comments. He was listening to the order, and he was in disbelief. She was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get this, and this, and I ain't gonna feel like cooking tomorrow, so let me have this, and you know my oldest boy, he eats like a grown man, so give him this. And then she will have the nerve and the audacity to come on here and say, these men ain't really providers. Let Pookie Sr., Ray Ray Sr., and Quick, and Mr. Earl Sr. pay for your kids.
I got 3 children, you know that.
got 3 children.
Yeah, so I'm gonna order all them something.
Those sandwiches to go. Chicken tenders to go.
Yeah, I got all I have for now.
That's a lot to go. You might as well go. That's too much. I can't. And this is our first date. Ain't trying to be funny. This is our first date. I'm not taking care of your children. Am I crazy or she crazy? I mean, I'm just trying. Am I crazy or she crazy?
She's not trying to get it.
It's our first date. Do I supposed to take care of the children?
I'm a package.
Look, I don't give a damn. Where you from? Look, I'm so sorry. We need to talk about it. We need to time out.
It still amazes me that after all the blaming and criticizing men for their every choice, these women still have the nerve to go on a date with a man and do shit like this. And when the man doesn't oblige, they again go their merry way of complaining about them.
You see them working on oil rigs. Those are extremely high-paying jobs, way higher-paying jobs than being a coffee barista. There's no more barrier for entry. Why aren't they crossing over?
There's a couple of reasons. Like, might be raised in a household where they're taught, hey, that's not a very ladylike thing to do. You should focus instead on, like, you know, taking care of children.
That's really weird. Is pornography a ladylike thing to do?
It's not necessarily ladylike, but it is highly rewarded.
Yeah. Here's what's so interesting to your argument. Is not ladylike in any way, shape, or form. So your argument of, wait a second, they're told that X thing is not ladylike. It seems that women will ignore this isn't ladylike if it leads to a lot of money. If it leads to a bunch of money, suddenly it's not ladylike, we can put a big X through it. So if we can put a big X through, doesn't seem very ladylike because we will compensate for that with money. Why they go do that with other jobs? Is it because they can't?
For modern women, doing hard work and earning a respectable living isn't very ladylike thing to do, but selling themselves online for the bag is what every woman should do. And the thing is, she has no capacity to talk about ladies because she doesn't know shit about what a lady can do for her family.
So I'm not a person that particularly likes to date people with kids anyways, so it's fair. It's very fair. So people always say that to me, like, that's not fair because you have kids, right?
Come on.
But the way I counter that is, yes, I have kids, but I don't have that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like,
but I understand, but that's not fair.
It is,
You
because
can't just X somebody
I'm
out.
telling you, I don't want to deal with you because of the drama.
One thing I will never understand is a single mother who says she refuses to date a man with kids. Like, how does that even make sense? Y'all come up with every reason in the world. Bitter baby mama drama. Don't want to be playing stepmommy. This, that, and the third. You didn't bring those kids into this world. You're not responsible for them. But in the same breath, you think that man is supposed to do that for you. And then if he doesn't want to do those things, if he doesn't want to accept you for the fact that you have children by multiple different men, he's not a real man.
Am I gonna die alone? No! Okay, am I gonna get married? Am I gonna go on a date next week? Close. Am I gonna go on a date in a year? Am I really gonna die alone? Oh my god, no!